You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. Are we recording? Oh my god.
Brilliant, shout
I
out.
fully just touched your breast and I'm so sorry.
There's something because I didn't even feel it properly.
I just went to grab your wrist and do like a kind of just like, oh my god, it's happening. And then I caught it.
Do you know why?
Why?
Everywhere I'm big, but my wrist is like a fragile fairy.
So
like
dainty.
I love going like, oh my god, look at my wrist.
Oh, you're like Cheryl Cole. Thing is this. Do you remember she'd always
With
hold
the
her hand?
tattoo.
Yes, and she'd always say, "Oh, I've got no bones in my wrist, so I just."
It's actually a really good Cheryl Cole.
Thank you. I have been told this before.
You know, I went to see Girls Aloud the other day.
I saw them twice.
Oh my god!
I saw them twice on a recent tour.
With love and respect, it was mainly boys like you in the audience.
And when you say boys like me,
Gays.
Okay.
Yeah, gay boys, 100%.
Yeah,
Little
just
gay boys.
big
Yeah.
ol'.
Losing their freaking minds every time there was a Sarah Harding tribute. Just all of you just going from jump and screaming
because she's
to
not
absolute
there
hysterics.
to celebrate the 20 years of success.
I know, but they really, they remember her.
But do you know what is good? Is that so I went mostly because David loves Girls Aloud.
Course
I love
he
Girls
does.
Aloud as well.
Yeah.
But I go to a lot of concerts just because he loves the band. We went to Sugar Babes. Sugar Babes was fun.
Slay.
Sugar Babes was a very fun sort of like 20 to 30 vibe. That was
Great.
fine.
Great.
We also went to see Little Mix's farewell tour, and that I felt. I was surrounded by so many teenage girls. I felt noncy. I felt very noncy.
No, it must
Yeah.
have been charming.
And one time I asked David if he'd come with me to see the Super Mario Brothers film, and he didn't arrive with me. He was on his way. So I was sat in the cinema with
Yeah.
nothing but children. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, please come sit next to me because I feel like a nonce.
I go see all the Disney films in the cinema, but like I do have some Disney friends, but sometimes they're not as keen as me. I remember seeing Frozen in the cinema by myself. This must have been 2013, 2014. I was in Malaysia.
God, Frozen's been out for a while.
Oh, it's people forget how long it's been with us and changed the world. And I remember sitting in the cinema and it was just me and just loads of children.
Yeah.
And just being like, and I'm in Malaysia, right? Like I'm a 6'1" white woman. Like you can't miss me. It was creepy. It was creepy. But I loved it.
If you're there for what you enjoy anyway,
I know.
which isn't the children, it's the film.
It's the film.
It
It's
is the film.
And I'm sick of saying that as well.
It always comes up and I do feel bad for you.
Moana 2 is coming out next month. No, 2 months' time even. I am so gagging for it.
Are you gagging for
I remember going to see Moana 1 and just being like, this is flawless.
So I recently watched Moana for the first time because of this pod.
And?
Right.
Oh, don't, please be nice.
I'm not going to say it was a bad film.
'Cause
That's
it was
not what I'm going to say.
perfect.
Right. You know Karen Hobbs?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I was once sent a WhatsApp of her because she can be emotional at times.
As we all can be.
As we all can be.
Yeah.
We're human.
Yeah.
And sometimes there'd be a game where I'd get sent either a photo or a video of her crying at something and I'd have to guess what was making her cry. And one time I got a video of her crying and it was about the film Moana. And what she was saying was that towards the end of the film, spoilers, you don't know if she's coming back. She sets
don't.
off on the seas.
Yeah.
I thought Moana died because I hadn't seen the film. So when Daniel Sloss came onto the pod and he chose to talk about Moana, I
Yeah.
had to watch it and I was like, I thought it was a good film, but I didn't. I thought it was going to be like something big was going to happen. I'd be like, wow, Disney, really bold, really dark turn for
Something
you.
big does happen. They get the stone from Takar and put it into Fiti.
I mean something like super like grim.
I think that was pretty life-changing for Moana.
No, okay, but you know, like at the beginning of
And the
beginning
people
of
of
Up,
Motunui.
you know, at the beginning of Up, where his wife just dies.
Shut up. Yeah. Can we not, like, I'm going to cry now and then it'll be just like you're just making women cry, just like left, right and centre. Up is so perfect.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Have you seen Inside Out 2 yet?
Yes, I have.
Oh my God.
Well, okay.
Sam.
I need to have a rewatch of it because I watched it. I don't know if I'm supposed to confess this. I watched it on a family holiday and we watched it in a slightly dodgy way.
Oh,
We plugged a little something special into the TV, and then it made certain things magical.
And let's just say you watched it on a family holiday.
I watched it on a family holiday. Yeah, did enjoy it, but I feel like I think I came in halfway through, so I didn't get the same amount of build up.
I watched it alone.
Okay, Malaysia?
Nope, London. Crazy. And it was, oh my God, it was so charming.
Yeah.
It was so charming. And like I cried my eyes out. It's when they're doing the anxiety bit, and then it's like her friends come over to her, and it's just that like female teenage friendship. And I was like, oh my God, I've got so many people to message. And just, it's so good. I cannot handle how beautiful these films are.
When you watch a beautiful film, is that the first thing you want to do? You want to message a friend?
If it's something that's like touched me, I definitely am like those people that I message them. It's like, just to say out of the blue, I just think you're amazing. And just like, I think so fondly of all our times together.
Yeah.
And my friends are still like, they're sarcastic Hampshire. Do you know what I mean? Like they're coming out of it a bit, but they're like, oh great, slay, like a bit more like like go fuck yourself, like, or whatever, you know, but there's like lots of love there, but they need to be drunk.
Right, okay.
And I need to be held.
You need to be held.
Yeah.
And drunk or just held?
No, I don't even need to be drunk. I'm just emotional just in general.
Yeah.
I saw 2 Highland coos today, and there was another one but was slightly like across the paddock from them, and I made a whole story up about not being included.
That they've been separated. They're being excluded.
Yeah, and it got me emotional.
That could be a Pixar film.
Don't. There's already a cow Disney film. Shout out to Ferdinand.
I've never
It's really
heard
obscure.
of that.
It's an obscure.
Ferdinand the cow.
I'm a Disney completist to the point like I've seen like. Yeah, it's bad. I don't want to talk about it.
One time, Chloe Petts was staying with me.
Yeah.
And we were watching YouTube, and she got a recommendation off you of a Disney YouTuber to watch. Because he had. Well, is he the one?
No, I'm not doing this because this is not. I honestly, and you know, I like Chloe. I do think they're nice, but like, I hate this side of them. Is this the bullying? This is the bullying.
What's the bullying?
I know. Okay. Okay, there's a Disney YouTuber called Adam Hatton. I'm okay, I'm calm. Sorry, I feel like you're texting that everyone's getting a bit nervous. I'm genuinely, no one's screaming. We're all having a nice time.
Yeah.
Okay. I watch Disney vlogs in my free time.
No judgment on that whatsoever.
Okay, but I feel judgment, even though you say no judgment. No. Please lower your hand. Please lower your hand, sir. Okay, so what they are is just people who are like, yes, I'm aware that they're slightly mentally ill adults. And they are, and
no.
I am too. There's anxiety disorders.
You're adding things in here that I wasn't going to say.
They talk about their anxiety disorders. They talk about it quite a lot.
I watched one and they talked a lot about a lift in the hotel.
Yeah, that'll be right. Okay, now... What they are is people who just love Disney, and all they do is go to Disney like every 5 months, and they love it. They're a Disney adult. They're Disney adult.
I get
me
that.
too. I've only been twice, but I'm in. I watch the vlogs 24/7.
Spiritually.
Now, one of my favourite ones is called Adam Hatton, and he's like a really big guy on the Disney YouTube scene.
Right.
Anyone who's a fan will know Adam Hatton and his friend Gary C. They're huge. Upload Sundays, 5 p.m. British Standard Time. So what he does is he has a catchphrase that he starts all of his videos with.
Okay, we're coming on to...
And one day I was travelling on a Sunday...
Yeah.
In the afternoon, evening at 5 p.m. when his video was coming out,
drop.
I was on a train with Chloe Petts and Rosie Jones. Okay. We'd been together all day.
Yeah.
We're done talking to each other. I don't think there's anything wrong with being like, hey, let's all do some headphone time.
Yeah.
I was like, put my headphones in, I'm going to watch a video. And they went, what are you watching? What are you watching? I was like, oh my God, it's Disney vlogs. It's so charming. Do you want a headphone? And they were vile because he starts all his videos with his catchphrase, which he also sells on his merch. And his catchphrase is, morning. And I don't know why everyone's so angry about that. Morning.
Because
morning.
I would say...
We're calling Chloe.
Is it a catchphrase?
It's a catchphrase.
Is it a catchphrase?
Yeah, it's a catchphrase.
Just
the catchphrase
word
is morning. And he sells it on merch. And obviously he's very successful because the merch always sells out and I haven't got my hands on it yet.
Okay, listen, I respect a business person.
Okay, I've got no signal. That's really annoying.
It's fine.
I want to call Chloe and just be like, what the fuck are you saying about me behind my back? Is that what she said?
What?
That I was like watching it in morning and was like making fun of it.
I think I was waiting for the catchphrase. Chloe didn't tell me what the catchphrase was. And because the catchphrase I now know was morning.
Morning!
I thought, okay, I'm waiting for the catchphrase.
I love it so much. I watch it and I get so emotional because they're so happy and they're like adults and they meet like a princess or something and then they start crying and then I get emotional. But then when I went to Disney World for the first time last year, I met 2 princesses and it was not good. Like they were so mean.
Which princesses?
Oh, fucking state of these whores. Belle. Belle and then Sleeping Beauty.
Oh.
So Belle physically recoiled. Okay. And I'm a big presence. And I was in a queue with like mainly toddlers dressed up, yeah? And she doesn't see you till you come around the corner.
Right.
And me and my friend Gwyneth were queuing up and Gwyneth was like, I'm not that fussed about the princesses. Like, I'm here for the rides and I'm here because you need someone to like emotionally support you.
Yeah.
She was filming and I went around the corner and I went, hi. And she went, oh, like, are you fucking joking?
That's a lot.
Also, there's a rule in Disney that the characters aren't allowed to pull out from the hug. It's up to the person hugging to pull out from the hug.
Interesting.
They pulled away from me. And I've seen videos of really cute kids and stuff just like holding on and they're just there for like 5 minutes. And I'd be like, oh my God, Belle. And then she'd be like, and it was I was sweating.
Which Disneyland was this?
Disney World.
Disney
Florida,
World,
Orlando.
Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
I went there when I was 6.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous.
I shat myself in front of Willy Wonka.
Why was Willy what? Why was Willy Wonka there?
It was Willy Wonka. Or maybe it was Universal Studios.
But to say, Willy Wonka is nothing. Like
I
he's
saw
not
Willy
there.
Wonka and he remembers me.
Did you see a man dressed up? Did you see a
No.
paedophile dressed up as Willy Wonka?
Well,
handing out
he
sweets
was
to
dressed as
children?
Willy Wonka. Whether he was a paedophile or not, that remains to be seen.
I don't like this at all.
I had drunk nothing but apple juice because every time we went to an Irish pub, they'd fill the yards of ale. This was Disney. I know this was Disney. This was Disney because they had Irish pubs. My dad would have a yard of ale and then they give me a yard of apple juice.
English pub in Epcot called the Rose and Crown. Not
go
been in
to
it, but I've
Epcot
seen it.
as well.
So that's the
Did go
only
to
one that you
Epcot
could
as
be
well.
referring to there.
No.
Okay.
It's
I'm not
my
fighting.
truth.
I'm not
It's
fighting.
my truth.
I'm literally not fighting with you.
The point is, I drank so much apple juice, I couldn't stop shitting. And then all I was wearing around the park was a women's sweatshirt, which came up to my knees because it was very tiny.
Good. That's cute.
I
That's
was
cute.
very tiny.
That's cute.
And then when I met Willy Wonka, because I really liked the film,
Yeah.
he said, why is this boy not wearing any pants? And then my mum had to be like, I think it's better we don't tell you. So
Yeah.
then he let me wear his coat. His big purple coat.
Okay.
Don't make this nonsense.
Did you? No, it's not nonsense. I'm wondering, did you meet the Mad Hatter?
No, it was Willy
Willy
Wonka.
Wonka.
It was Willy Wonka.
Can we Google this?
Why?
Sorry, I just don't think Willy Wonka's got anything to do with Disney. I feel like, but what I'm concerned about is I'm going to say out loud what I'm thinking, which is your parents told you they were taking you to Disney World,
Right.
But actually you went to Bodmin, to like a house where a man had on a crazy coat, and they told you it was Disney, and that you had loads of apple juice.
First of
and that
all-
you actually never left the country.
First of all-
because you're that age where parents can just lie and you just go along with it.
I don't like Bodmin because I don't want to get eaten by a panther.
Okay, well, I think the panther's been caught, hasn't he?
No, it's the Beast of
it's
Bodmin.
the Beast of Bodmin.
It's
Sorry.
a mystery, the Beast of Bodmin. What?
There's a Willy Wonka thing at Alton Towers.
It was at,
Okay,
it was
for anyone
either
who might not have heard that was Claire saying there's a Willy Wonka thing at Alton Towers. Oh, Sam,
All I'm gonna say
your
is-
parents said you were coming to Florida and you went to Alton Towers in Surrey. Is it in Surrey? No, where is it? North. Like, that is so embarrassing.
I did wonder how we managed to get to America just on the bus.
Did you have a tan? Do you have any proof, like a passport?
I was 6.
No, I don't think you went to Florida.
Because I have a photo of me, my mum and my dad,
Yeah.
and my auntie Jojo at
Where?
a place called Arabian Nights. It was like one of those, those like
Can we
medieval
Google,
times kind of places.
Arabian Nights
It was like
restaurants
it was
in
like
Alton
it was like
Towers.
one of those places
Yeah,
where you go
they have
and you
themed
give them the
restaurants
yes,
at
themed
theme parks in
restaurants.
the UK as well, particularly
Stop it.
at somewhere like Alton
Why am I
Towers
being
or Justin.
gaslit?
I'm not gaslighting you. I want you to know the truth of your childhood because this might not. Okay. You know what?
I was not
You went
non-stop
to
by
Disney
a-
World
Yeah.
and shat yourself in front of Willy Wonka
I did.
in an Irish pub.
No, he wasn't at the Irish pub.
Yeah,
He
can
was
you see how it's a
outside.
lot more believable that like an Irish pub would be in. Okay, you know what?
Arabian Nights room in Alton.
There is
Stop
an
looking at
Arabian
Alton
Nights place in Alton
Towers.
Towers. Oh, Sam.
I've never been to Alton Towers, I think.
Do you? Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. These things happen.
I can't have... This is the first episode where I fully had an existential crisis.
I know, you're breathing a bit differently.
I'm breathing differently. My Fitbit's going to tell me that my heart rate is up.
You're having a panic attack.
I'm consistently resting at 55. I'm at 73 now. I should probably introduce the pod because I don't think I've done that yet.
I'm the guest. How
I'm the
about that?
guest,
How about we
sorry.
introduce the guest?
So sorry.
I'm sorry.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another healthy episode of I've Had a Rosé. Let's talk about feelings, where my guest is the lovely Helen Bauer.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Thank you for having me, but also, fuck. Okay. It's okay. I went on some weird family holidays too, so it's okay.
I mean, it was still weird in America.
It was still weird,
Everyone was
yeah.
really racist to my mum.
No, Spanish mummy, isn't it?
Spanish mummy.
Yeah.
Because they assumed that she must have come from Latin America or Mexico or
It's
somewhere like
shocking,
that.
isn't it? It's
really
not
bad.
good.
She never got any racism when she was in the UK.
Oh, well, that
But
makes
in
me
America,
happy.
she was like, it just came from everywhere.
Oh, gross.
People didn't think she was my mum. They would, if it was just me and my mum walking around, they would think that either she was like my nanny or that she was kidnapping me.
Fuck off. I feel like that's a Florida thing as well. Like, there's a lot of
Yeah.
stuff about that state being like very specifically like it's
Yeah.
Republican, isn't it? Like
Very
through and through, like
Republican, I think.
guns, gators.
Yeah, if it flipped in the next election, that would be something.
I'd
rather
love
than
it if it
last one.
happened.
And you just
My
have a good flip.
hometown left Conservative for the first time this year.
Congratulations.
I was so pleasantly surprised.
That's good.
My mum said she could feel it coming because she still lives there, because a couple of the Conservative posters like had been graffitied, and she's like, I've never seen that before.
That's fun.
But then a group of her and some of the women that live in town decided to go to the hustings and ask really like poignant questions.
Great.
And then I got a message from someone on Instagram saying, you changed my grandmother's vote, your mum. And I was like, go Anne.
And that's who you want to change the vote of.
Hustle, hustle, hustle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Well, you know what? Florida might be backwards, but it's got Disney World, so it's always going to have my heart.
It's got something.
I want to go back so bad.
Because Disney World is sort of like its own protected area. It's almost
It's
like
its
its own
own
country.
land.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It's protected from like all of the state's laws and everything. They can basically do
Is
whatever they
it?
want. Well, because you know that Ron DeSantis man who's like the governor of Florida.
No.
He was running to be president and obviously lost to Donald Trump. And then he started this big war with Disney, basically saying, do you know all that stuff that means that like Disneyland is able to exist and it's like got all of this land, you can have the resorts and it's all like in one space and
Yeah.
like all of these, it sort of like follows its own
Lake
rules.
Buena Vista Drive.
So
Yeah.
he was going to be like, I'm just going to see to it the government takes all of that away. And he wasn't able to. And it was pathetic.
Why is he
It
trying
made
to
him look
ruin the most
pathetic.
magical place on earth?
Because Republicans are sad.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
sad.
Also, there's got to be a place for like people like me, like people who are just a bit like just mentally ill. We'll just call it that. Like just to go and like be like, yeah, this is all owned by a mouse, like, and he is running everything.
Yeah.
And like him and Minnie like wake up every morning and they work people to the park and they say night to a fireworks show.
Yeah, and you know what? It's a respectable living.
And
Good for them.
It's such a respectable
Such a
living.
respectable living. When I met Minnie at 6 years
Of course
old.
you did, yeah.
Met Minnie. I met like Buzz Lightyear as well.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't a total perv. I went to see Minnie.
For fuck's sake.
I went to see Minnie. Was in the queue. I was next in the queue, and then they were like, Minnie just has to go for a quick little break, and then she'll be right back out. And then when Minnie came back out, she was pregnant.
Shut up.
She was pregnant underneath the costume. Pregnant.
That is
Fully
a-
pregnant.
Yeah, the confused faces in the room are correct. This once again makes me think it's not Disney because Disney are so particular.
Minnie.
It does.
The actress.
Yeah,
But
the
the
actress.
actress-
Minnie's not pregnant. Yeah.
Okay, I am aware that the characters at the park are not really the character.
Yeah, what? No. But like, that feels more like an Alton Towers thing as well, to just sort of like Disney
Can
is
I
so
just say,
particular.
I have nothing against
Alton Towers.
I've got nothing against
No,
Alton
me
Towers.
neither.
If you're a tower head, is that what they're
Tower, I
called?
wouldn't say Tower Head, no.
Altonian?
Altonian.
Altonian.
That's quite
If you're an
nice.
Altonian, Great, good for you. I hope you enjoy your season pass. I hope you go.
You sound
often.
bitchy. You sound really bitchy.
Do you know what? Maybe a step on the path of growth is admitting your prejudice. I think Alton Towers is a bit.
Well, you would know you went there.
I didn't.
I didn't.
Stop it.
My dream was to be in a Disney family when I was younger. There were a
Which
couple of
one?
kids at my school who, like, there's one girl, hi Kath, I love her, and her parents and her brother would go to Disney World each year.
Yeah.
And they probably just went 3 times, but like for me, it felt like every year she went and met the princesses, and she'd come back with a full autograph book. And I thought she was like, she was also like the coolest, nicest kid as well. Like, she was just great. And I remember being like, you are living the fucking
They went
dream.
every year.
Yeah. Like, they would
Like
just...
on a package deal kind of thing.
I've got no idea. I was
when
a
I went
child.
to when I went to Disneyland, it was a package deal.
I went on a package deal last January.
Yeah,
It's
lovely,
so good.
lovely.
You've got
and
to.
Then but then the next year after my parents split up, I went with my dad. It was the same package holiday, but this time it was to Cuba. Though, I mean, knowing me now, it probably was just Tintagel.
That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm so worried about. Like, pack your bags, baby. We're going to Cuba.
Do you know they had pasties in this part of the world?
I went on such epic family holidays when I was younger,
Yeah.
but like they were just never like quite like my parents like anti-capitalism, so it just wasn't their vibe, you know.
Interesting.
We went to a lot of like history and like museums, like
Yeah.
I've seen the San Andreas Fault, like that
Yeah.
sort of stuff, like Japanese prisoner of war camps,
natural wonders,
natural
and
wonders,
historical things.
and like death camps.
Yeah, sure, lovely. Oh, Sachsenhausen, lovely.
Sachsenhausen.
I went
Yeah,
there.
the Berlin one.
Yeah, I went there on a school trip.
The first death camp and the longest running. I think it stopped in the 70s.
Shout out to in the
Sachsenhausen.
70s.
Yeah. Not
Wow.
like as in like they had the infrastructure, so they just did the switch.
What did it become? What do you mean? What did it become?
Like when the Allies arrived, I think
Yeah.
it was the Russians got that one.
Yeah.
And then they just sort of went, oh, the infrastructure's here, so they just put the Germans in it and closed the door behind them and then run it as a prison because it's already built.
Right, okay.
Does that make sense?
So not a death camp.
Not a death camp, became like a holding ground for the big Nazis.
Okay, I thought you were going to be like, oh, they made it into like a B&M home store or something.
That would be so insensitive.
Very insensitive.
So insensitive.
So insensitive.
Good for you for going to Sachsenhausen.
I mean, it was a school trip. I was sort of told I had to go.
Yeah, but it's still good for you.
Yeah, I did. It opened my eyes.
It's important to learn about things in
It
history.
is important to learn.
I think it's very important.
We can't look away
Do you
from
like
these
history?
things. Depends on the history. I think
Oh, okay.
everyone likes history when it's relative to something they already enjoy.
Yeah.
Like I like history of Eurovision.
Okay, well, yeah, never mind.
You say that
Never mind.
Eurovision is actually connected to several significant political events in many countries' history.
Give me one.
There was one time, I think it was Portugal. They sent a song to Eurovision. They didn't do particularly well, but they knew it was going to be in the final, and lots of people were going to see it, and everyone in Portugal would see it, and everyone in Italy would see it as well. They were there as well.
Yeah.
But they sent this song specifically because one of the lyrics was a code word for a group of people in Portugal to start this sort of like civil uprising. And it's got a name and I can't remember it. It's called something like the Yellow Rose or something.
Stop it.
Yeah. It was like a secret message that started this movement within the country, and it was just kind of like wait until you hear that particular line in the song, and
Wait,
then
to
when
the
you hear it, that's what you
Portuguese
do.
like extreme right?
I don't remember. No.
No.
They were rebelling against whoever was ruling Portugal at the time.
Yeah.
And I am now saying this. I fear it might not be Portugal.
No,
but
no,
I think
Portugal
it's
have had a
Portugal.
load of problems.
It's Portugal. Yeah.
Their far right group is like rising again. There's a sticker in a
Yeah.
cafe near me, a Portuguese cafe,
it's rising
and they've put
everywhere.
that like sticker up in their window. And my friend who knows about it was like, "We can't go there anymore." I was like, "Oh my god."
Can I ask, who of all of the Disney characters is the most likely to be like the right wing one?
Out like from the villains, probably.
Well, from anybody.
Oh my god! You know what? I hate to say this because I do love it, but
Go on.
Sheriff Woody feels like such a traditionalist, like such a stickler and a traditionalist.
Do you
and I
think
love
it would?
him.
Do you think it would come about because like maybe like the aliens start getting a bit ACAB-y?
His jealousy of like the aliens arriving, Buzz arriving from a different planet and his annoyance at that and being like, oh, it's all taken over. Like, I don't even recognise the room anymore.
Oh my God, he hates foreigners.
That's how it feels. But you also have to remember that there is a narrative curve, and by season 2, fucking
Season 2
by
of
Toy
Toy
Story
Story
2,
Yeah.
him and Buzz are buddies.
They are. He's found...
Until
Yeah.
they end up with the Buzz who only speaks Spanish on the different program, and then it gets a bit tense again. Okay? And I know, okay, everyone's freaking out, but I think, okay, Maleficent. I change it. Maleficent.
No, because you know
it's
what?
Woody, isn't it? It's Woody.
It's Woody, because now you're saying that you've brought my heritage into this, and now I feel I've taken that personally.
I'm so sorry. Lo siento. I don't speak Spanish. I don't know why I started that.
No, but that was lovely.
I learned a tiny bit earlier this year because I went to Mexico.
Oh, what did you learn to say?
Lo siento.
Just sorry all the time.
What else did I learn to say? Hola, mi amo Helen. ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien.
Yeah, lovely.
Dos taco, por favor.
Okay.
Dos taco con pibil, por favor. Like all of that crap.
Yeah.
Does it sound good?
It does sound good.
Uno mezcal, por favor.
Lovely.
Gracias. Is that good?
Yeah, it's lovely.
It was enough. Donde está the hotel? Whatever I needed.
They'll get it. They will get it.
They didn't. They'd be like, English? And then I'd be like, yeah. And they'd be like, we don't speak it, and walk away. It was quite sad, actually.
Yeah, they don't love it.
No.
They don't love a trier. They really
I think
don't.
some people like triers.
Yeah, but none of those people are Spanish. No.
And I always want to try because I never want to be like, you're like, you're
You don't
so
want to be Brits
self-conscious of being a Brit abroad.
Yeah.
Because we are awful.
We're Brits abroad.
Like the way we like smash up places with football and stuff, it is embarrassing. And I don't want to be one of those people.
Yeah.
But then I make the effort and then I become that awful British person that's like, no, I'm going to take all your time so I can figure out how to say coffee and milk.
Yeah.
Like, which is annoying.
Yeah.
And then I do that thing where like, I like cram learning on the plane. And if I'm meeting someone in that country, I'll like try and make out like, oh no, I don't like, I picked it up years ago. I guess it's coming back to me, but I've actually just like really tried to learn it on the plane. It's really pathetic.
But you speak German.
Yeah, but that isn't like, do you know what I mean?
But when you go to Germany and you speak in German,
Yeah.
do they go like German?
Yeah, well, I guess. Yeah, I worked there and I lived there. So like, I think, but
You
no,
speak like a native.
I don't think it's full native. I always got told I had like a Dutch accent or like a Scandi accent when I spoke German. And I was like, okay, I don't really hear that.
I don't think I'd mind that though.
But,
The Scandis are lovely people.
right? Yeah. I think it's like, but I lived full-time German for a while. So I think it got,
Full
but
German.
you'd still be able to hear an accent in the background. Like English is my native tongue.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But yeah,
Nah.
I would love to be able to speak a romantic language. You know what I mean?
Spanish is one of the romance languages.
It is, and it's so fucking fit, and it's so cool, and it's fast, and like I think German is beautiful, and no one believes it, but like it is fucking gorgeous. But you always want what you don't have. Tell you what, I want to speak fluent sign language.
Fun.
It
Yeah,
is
yeah, 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 yeah.
awesome. I learned some on YouTube.
Oh.
I love it. I think it's so cool.
What did you learn to sign?
I knew finger spelling already, but then like I learned some. There was a
Oh,
deaf
right. Yeah,
guy
sorry. Yeah.
that used to come into a cafe we worked in, and obviously this is an auditory medium, so this isn't going to be the best thing ever.
What? There are cameras on
There are
you.
cameras. Okay, so I'd be like, tea, coffee, milk. Like, which do you want? And then like this would be hot chocolate. Yeah. Then I'd serve people. This is years ago. That was really fun.
But I think that's nice.
I thought it was nice.
I think it would be nice if people learned like basic signs in
So you
in
think it's
school.
cool to make an effort for... We did actually learn some basic signs at our school.
We didn't. We had do you remember Mr. Tumble? That show.
I
Mr.
swear Mr. Tumble came
Tumble.
after me.
Oh, really?
Wait, how old am I?
I don't know.
I'm 33. How old are you? You're my age.
33.
Yeah, you had Mr. Tumble.
Mr. Tumble.
The fuck was I doing? And I watched kids' TV like a long time.
I have a much younger brother. He's like 12 years younger. So maybe we were watching it with
That feels
him
fairer.
when
That
he was
feels
younger.
fairer.
Yeah.
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 Because I was like, you know, when everyone moves on from watching kids' TV,
Yeah.
I hadn't moved on.
No, I think I watched it a few years later than most.
Like, I'm a Mona the Vampire completist.
Yeah, lovely.
Like, but I think everyone was still watching kids' TV. They just weren't.
I stayed with
talking about
Sabrina
it.
the Teenage Witch, the original series, until she rode off with Harvey on the motorbike.
I totally get that. Have you
Right.
seen the stuff that's going viral at the moment about Aunt Hilda and Phoebe from Friends? Same outfits. They've got like 10 of the same costumes. It's crazy because they're filming at the same time.
Were they on the same lot?
I don't know. Maybe they were like the same aesthetic, exactly. Like the matching cardigans,
Lovely.
matching hairstyles.
Very of the time.
It's coming back, and I'm gonna fucking crush
I
it.
love it. I am conscious of the fact we have to stick to somewhat of the format of
That's
the show.
your job,
and I do
though.
apologize.
That's your
yeah,
job.
Sorry.
I'm doing nothing apart from answering questions.
I just like to let women speak.
Okay.
You chose as your beverage to have on today's episode a lovely milky brew.
Is that okay?
That's lovely.
I've nearly finished it.
Okay. We've got a kitchen.
Oh, we can have more. No, if I have, actually, I could have one more.
You have one more.
Are you at the age now where if you have that many hot drinks, you start getting up in the night for a wee? No? Me neither. Okay, thank you, Claire. Thank you.
So I'm gigging tonight, so I don't think this... so caffeine stays in your system for 6 hours. Mm-hmm. So I always make sure if I'm having any kind of caffeinated drink, it's at least more than 6 hours before I plan to go to bed.
What time do you go to bed though? Like 11, midnight?
If I'm coming back from a gig in Glasgow, I'll probably hit... I was going to say hit the sack. That's not right, is it?
Hit the hay?
Hit the hay.
I think the sack is when you're getting like a little bit, you know?
Rearing some
like,
cattle.
Like,
Oh.
awooga. Oh, no. Yeah, no? Yeah.
Sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Yeah. Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Not that. I mean sleep.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
It's always good to be clear.
I'll probably do that at 1 a.m. Sleep.
Yes, you're fine.
Yeah. So this is fine.
Great.
So I wouldn't have... latest I could have something is 7,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Oh, a little yawn from producer Claire. Are we boring you?
Claire's young.
Claire
can have
does
a coffee and then
confident
fall
woman
asleep.
expressing her sexuality in the way that she chooses bore you? I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, be better, Claire. Like, that just feels mental. That's just... What, don't be sorry, be better? It's important people to hear.
Yeah, it is. I'm so sorry about that.
okay.
Let's get back to tea.
I love tea.
And it's a breakfast tea, classic Builder's tea, milky brew. Mm-hmm. Where do you stand on milk content?
Describe me as far as like how much milk in the tea or what variation of milk, because I'm in a bit of a milk drama at home at the moment.
Right, well, let's first answer the question, how much milk, and then I want to get into your milky drama.
Splash of milk.
Define splash.
I want to be able to taste that there is some dairy on it because I don't want the pure black tea because I think it is a bit too...
There's a mug in front of you. I've just made you... I've done you two. There's no milk in it yet. Okay?
Okay.
And I'd be like, do you want some milk?
Yes.
Do you have any sugar?
No.
No, just milk. All right. I've got like a jug of milk because I'm fancy like that.
A
Yeah,
jug.
I've poured it into a little jug.
Slay.
Yeah, honestly, slay. Just say when. Yeah?
Yeah.
Just say when it's pouring.
When?
Interesting. So literally a splash.
I think a splash
You want a
just
moment of milk.
Yeah, but I don't love milk. Like as a taste.
But you don't just want bareback tea.
I think black tea is dehydrating. I can
the
feel
mouth.
moisture leaving my
Leaving,
mouth,
yeah.
which is mad. Can I
Yeah.
say it? I'm saying it now.
Go on.
It's mad to lose moisture whilst putting moisture in your mouth.
Finally somebody said
I'm
it.
filling my mouth up with
Finally
wet.
somebody said it.
How can my cheeky be dry? And I'm sick of saying that. And I've been saying that for years. I've got that tattooed down my back in Sanskrit.
Sanskrit.
Yeah, because it matters to me so much. It's important to have it noted
Yes,
down.
fair enough.
This is the perfect tea, this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah?
Always get nervous in Scotland saying English breakfast tea, so I've learned to just say breakfast tea.
Well, because there are nations that have their own breakfast teas.
Which ones?
So Australia has a breakfast tea.
Oh, good for them.
That sort of is like vanilla-y and cereal-y.
Oh.
It's actually delicious.
Okay.
I got really into tea for a little bit.
Yeah.
Because where I used to work, there was a tea shop. And they used to give us free samples on a Friday. And they're like, if you come in with like a flask or
Which
something,
one?
we'll
Like
fill it.
Bluebird Tea Company?
T2.
T2. I don't know it, but lovely.
You go, it's very like cubicle. Like you get like all of these tins that are all in the shape of cubes and you like put them together. Very modular
That's
design.
great.
Yeah. But there was a man there who I think fancied me, so he'd give me like extra tea sometimes.
Okay, that's really adorable.
Yeah.
I love a tea time. I think it's so important for the mind. It also like gives me structure to my days. I didn't realise how much I needed it until I was doing stand-up and I quit my day job.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, like I need it to be like, I'm going to have a cup of tea. And by the time I finish that tea, I need to have all that done.
Yeah.
And then I'll have a rest tea and then I'll have a working tea.
I fully understand that.
It's like, it's in my brain.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I have my 2 coffees in the morning.
Oh, now see, that's interesting. So you're having coffees and teas
Yes.
of a normal day.
Yes.
You're mixing the two. You're not one or the other.
No, I cannot fathom people who don't have a coffee in the morning. I don't get how they do it.
No, I have a coffee every morning.
And
I
not
have
even
to.
in like a, don't talk to me before I've had my coffee. Like,
No.
genuinely, if you haven't had a coffee, I don't want to talk to you.
It sets me up for so many things in my day that I just need energy, hopefully a movement.
Yeah. Gets
Gives
me
me
out of
something to
bed.
wake up for. Yes.
Like a reason to live.
Yeah.
A vibe. It's sexy. I feel European.
Yeah, I do think coffee is sexy. There is a coffee shop that I've not been to yet in Glasgow that's called Sexy Coffee. Or Slutty Coffee. No, it's Sexy Coffee.
Sexy coffee.
But I just want to walk in there and find out if like the coffee, like they've given the coffees like sexy names.
Just go in there, cock out, full erection. Can I use this to stir? It's just a bit of fun. We're just having a bit of fun, guys.
Is it a crime to have a laugh these days?
It is. In this bloody day and age, am I
We're
right?
criminals.
Cheers to
We're
that.
criminals.
Happy
That's what they
tea.
call us. We're criminals.
Does everyone else pick tea on this? Because it's like we're recording in the afternoon.
Olga had a tea.
Yes, my baby.
She had a tea.
Me and
She
Olgie
had
are
a
so
tea.
linked. I love
So
it.
in sync.
I call her Olgie.
Olgie.
Isn't that cute?
It's adorable.
My little Olgie.
What does she call you?
Helen. Yeah, it's not the same really, is it, actually?
I'm fully with you. I can't start the day with a coffee. I have to start the day with a coffee.
Yeah.
I simply must.
And then you move on to tea.
Well, I think these days, if I'm going to have a tea, I'm going to have a herbal tea in the evening.
Oh, herbal tea in bed. I had one last night. Chamomile.
Delightful, isn't it?
Charming.
Especially if I feel like I've got something throaty going on.
And
You know, the
I
old-
always do. I always
You know.
do. Yeah. After the
yeah.
gobbling and the munching.
You have to rinse. You have to rinse. Yeah.
Yes. Have you like gone up fancy with tea? Yeah.
Well,
Go on.
sometimes.
Pucker.
Sometimes we'll get like a gift tea, like a Fortnum and Mason's blend.
They're not always the best.
No.
My housemate.
It's about the packaging, isn't
There
it?
we go. My housemate did a job, and in the gift box at the end of it was Harvey Nichols.
Are we whispering because
Because
this is our special secret?
I mean, it's not because it's going to go out on the podcast probably.
Okay.
They gave him 2 Harvey Nichols boxes of teas.
Great.
One breakfast tea, one Earl Grey.
Okay.
Terrible breakfast tea. Terrible. Like, I don't know what they're putting it in, but that sack that the tea came in was not permeating. It was not a semi-permeable membrane.
So was the issue not the tea? It
So
was
the tea is
bag.
in the bag, but you can't. And the hot water cannot access that tea for love nor money. So you end up with just a hot cup of
Not
water.
love nor money.
Not love nor money. You end up with a hot cup of water with a little bit of milk in it, and there's supposed to be top grade tea.
This is very poignant, actually,
Go
because
on.
we recently lost a very special woman in the form of Dame Maggie Smith.
I know. Yesterday.
And people are sharing all of like her most iconic scenes. And
on.
there's a scene where she describes how to do a proper tea. I think it's from the exotic Marigold Hotel.
Okay.
And it's the scene where she's describing how you are supposed to prepare a tea. And she goes on this very big monologue about how she kept getting brought a cup of lukewarm water with a tea bag on the side.
Here we
And
go.
then you put it in there, and she's like, I'm waiting for fucking ages for it to brew because it's lukewarm. So the water sometimes doesn't even change colour.
Oh dear.
And she schools them all, like these executives, just being like, this is how you make a fucking cup of tea.
Wow. She says fucking.
Maybe not in that
No,
scene,
not
but
in
it's,
that, but
you
the
know, when
vibe is
somebody,
there.
you know when somebody's saying fucking, but they're not saying fucking.
Have you seen those films, Best Exotic Marigold?
I've seen the
Hotels?
first one.
I've seen both.
I enjoyed it. And the second, I don't think
I
I've seen
love
the
those
second
films.
one. Yeah?
Yeah. I love all of those sort of like
It was the kind
comfort,
of thing,
like...
the first one made me think like, do you know what? When I'm older, it actually might be quite fun to just go to like some random hotel in another country with some other old people and then we just become the best of friends.
And just drink yourself to death. Like when your health is going, just be like, fuck it, let's go abroad, let's do heroin and just be done with it.
And they were quite like, they weren't slags.
No.
But they were active.
All the old people are fucking active.
Old people
They're
do be
all
fucking...
fucking left, right and centre. Because they couldn't give a shit.
Apparently chlamydia is a huge problem in care homes.
I've had this. I don't know if it's true or whether it's just something that goes around, but like just like a rumour, it goes around.
It goes around.
Nightmare, isn't it?
So right now, drinking the tea, does it make you feel comfortable? Does it make you feel...
I'm comfortable because I'm with you fucking legends. I feel warm. I feel cuddly.
You're kidding. So we've just had the flash from Claire.
Yeah.
Which means we should be wrapping up in about 5 minutes.
Okay,
We've
have you not
even
asked me
gotten
the
on
second-
to... Well, the thing is, though...
You know what? We're both going to get defensive. I'm sorry that I've come on this podcast and that we're all like, oh, Helen's ruined the format. Helen's talked too much.
I didn't say you ruined
But that's how
it.
I feel. You know, I'm not yelling at you. I feel like we're just sort of like not celebrating the fact that we didn't even need a format, which
That's
I think
so
speaks a
true.
lot to how
We're having a beautiful moment.
we don't see each other that much. You understand that? We used to gig together all the time.
All the time, and then I left.
And then Sam left.
And then you could have your friendship.
Oh, I don't know about that. That
I
would be
panicked when
so
you said
weird.
a topic to bring.
Well,
Can we make it Disney?
We can make it Disney. Because we've done that. Now, your original topic was tourist shops.
I love them. That's all I've got to say.
And you know,
I love them. Magnets, K-rings, mugs, ducks, rubber ducks, obviously. Shopping bags, little shot glasses, steins, figurines of a castle in a snow globe, figurines of a castle that's actually a soap. I love it. I
why
love it.
has this voice come out when we're talking about gift
Passion.
shops?
Passion is what it is.
Passion.
Passion.
Del Boy signifies passion.
I always go a bit funny when I haven't been home in a while.
When was the last time you were at home?
Monday.
Fair. Okay, fair.
Just, It's 5 days. It's just long
but
enough
it's
that
enough.
I'm like, I
It
need
is
to be
enough.
alone.
When you're on the road, do you pop into a little Souv shop?
Oh, the Scotland is the fucking
Is it
best
good here for Souv shops?
It's so good. So I once did a family holiday around Scotland and it was
yeah.
epic, right?
Yeah.
And we did like so many stops. We just stayed at these B&Bs and like every single souvenir stop in Scotland, and it's the same in England, is exactly the same. Like every single one is selling Loch Ness Monster toys.
Of course.
Every single one is selling tablet. Every single one is selling
A lot of
shortbread.
Princess Diana shops.
Oh my God. Rest in eternal peace. Say it. Say it.
What?
Rest in eternal peace.
Oh, Rest in Eternal Peace.
31st of August 1997, lest we forget. Always say that.
I do remember because
I
they
know.
cancelled all the cartoons.
It's so disrespectful when people say that. Like, it was the 31st of August, it was summer holidays, go outside. I'm sick of it. People saying cancel the cartoons. A woman died. A mother. Right, here we go. Gift shops in Scotland, always been charmed by them, but today I stopped at a
Go on.
service station in Perthshire.
Perthshire.
I think it was called Perthshire Gifts. And
Great name.
holy fucking shit. It
What?
was insane. I got a macaroni pie, one of the best pies I've ever had in my life, at a service station. They had Highland cows you could see outside.
Uh-huh.
A whole garden section. They had a Christmas shop, a Halloween shop.
This is a stacked service station.
They had like all your different hiking gear, all your different beach gear. I don't know where people are going, but like sleigh. And everything was like, you could get a Highland cow slate. You could get a Highland cow piece of cutlery, Highland cow toys, which I didn't need because I've already got one because I've been here before. I'm not a fucking moron. Fridge Maggies, every keyring under the sun.
Fridge Maggie.
You could get your tartan hat. You could get your tartan hat with the fake ginger hair coming out.
Hate those.
You could get your, I love them. You can get your classy tartan hat. You can get your rubber ducks wearing like a full kilt style thing.
Yeah, okay.
It was brilliant.
Brilliant.
I just think I love wasting time in them.
Yeah.
I'm a fridge magnet collector.
Do you buy souvenirs for like what I think is their true purpose, which is to remind you of a nice trip?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remind you of a good time.
Yeah, but I've already got a fridge magnet from this Highlands Scotland tour.
No, of course.
I got one from the Kelpies.
Lovely.
Which is weird because I was not that enchanted.
What souvs did you get from Disneyland?
Oh my God. Okay, 3 different magnets.
Okay.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I got a key ring with like a princess on it. And
Which
like
one,
my
though?
initial.
Just
It
a
actually
generic
wasn't a princess, I just said that. Everyone else has had a princess on it. Mine was H for Hook. So it had like Captain Hook on it.
Slay.
But I'm thinking about the one I got for Catherine Bohart, which was like Cinderella and stuff. It was very slay.
Wait, have you already given this? This isn't ruining
Oh
the
my God,
surprise.
this is ages ago. Yeah.
Okay, fine.
What else did I get? I brought all my t-shirts and everything from Shop Disney UK before I went. Okay. Oh my God, what else did I get? A pair of Minnie Mouse ears. I already had a cap, thank God. Oh my God, Helen, come on, think. Pens,
Did you have
pencils.
a wand?
No, I didn't have a wand. Idiot. I think that was everything. Yeah, that was everything. I'm sorry, I just bumped you because I'm so passionate. I think it's more, I've tried to calm down the last couple of years because I got a bit heavy and now it's like I'm just focusing on Maggie's.
Just the mags.
Like Maggie's, and if really desperate, I do love a mug. Like if something is precious to me, I would like it on a mug.
You know how I was proposed to?
On a mug, of course! Because it's like something precious, put it on a mug.
This is exactly why, because we buy each other mugs on all of our trips where we went together, so we'd have a mug. Yeah.
It's nice to have a collection, isn't it?
Love that.
Do you ever do magnets?
We have mags. I have a lot of mags from when I go to an escape room, and sometimes they give you
The picture?
They sometimes give you the
Yeah.
picture that you take afterwards and put it in a magnet for you.
I get it.
Sometimes. Well, actually, this has only happened once. They gave me the magnet for free because they recognised me.
Are we not? Okay, no one cares. I really care. Are you serious?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
stand-up?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's insane.
I think
Did
they
it
said-
feel good?
It did feel good. I think they saw me open for Ed Gamble and they were just like, I knew I recognised you from somewhere. Here's a free magnet.
Did you have the best time opening for Ed Gamble?
I did.
He's so funny and so nice.
so funny, so lovely.
Oh, slay!
It's slay.
He's a cool person to open for.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Good for you.
And I used to do this when I would do like car shares with other comedians.
Yeah.
I would buy everyone that was in the car a Kinder Surprise. Because then you have a little snack and then you have the little toy inside.
You're
So I
too
got
pure.
Ed and tour manager Paul, I got them Kinder Surprises. I don't know if they actually opened them. So I don't know what was in them.
They would have opened them.
I
for
think
sure.
so, but I don't think they opened. I think I'd gone by that time because I gave them on the last day that I
Oh,
was
and do you reckon they
with them.
just threw them out the window? Like, fuck that.
Maybe.
What a loser.
I don't know.
Pets doesn't do this.
Pets doesn't.
Pets doesn't,
Pets
famously.
doesn't. No. Lovely.
I'm sorry, we didn't get into tourist shops more.
I'm not sorry.
Are you not?
I think we've had the best.
Is it
time.
okay?
We have one last thing to do with you
Okay.
in the main episode. Will you stick around for after hours?
What's after hours?
It's a magical place.
Okay, yeah, I'll stick around for after
We
hours.
will finish. We'll finish at the time that you said that we would.
Yeah, because I'm hungry.
Hungry, she needs a snack. The last thing we do in the main episode
Okay.
is we do quick fire feelings. Now I think
Oh my God, I'm going to cry.
because we haven't. Who have we had that did the original series? You did this, so you would have done this on the original series.
Yeah, but in like 2020.
I have a very different time.
Oh my
It's
God,
a very
okay.
different time. I've got 5 random things here.
Okay.
I just want you to briefly tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm closing my eyes.
Interesting. Nobody's done that before. I love how seriously you're taking it. How do you feel about dark chocolate?
Negative.
Great. How do you feel about Lululemon?
Negative.
Okay. How do you feel about improv?
Positive. I love improv. It's so fun. It's fun. People just enjoying themselves and people just like love to shit on stuff. And I hate that because it's like, let people celebrate their fandoms.
Great.
Also, where are they going to go? Where are the improvisers going to go if they haven't got improv?
A CEX, I think.
Why does that feel like such a burn? You know, I live with Sunil Patel. He's a CEX boy. And he goes there. And I always say to him, like, don't go there because it's just full of men like you. And then he's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. I've gone there with him twice. Literally walk in. It is just all men in their 40s wearing glasses going, seen it. Like, I'm like, what the fuck is this
Sometimes
store?
I go in and I buy little Nintendo figurines.
That's adorable.
It's a little treat for myself.
Do you know Charlie Brooker is part owner of CEX? One of the founders.
Really?
Apparently, that's what I got told.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, back to it. I love that you collect figurines, though.
Just the Nintendo ones
Yeah,
where
obviously.
you tap them against the thing and then it makes something happen in the game.
That's
Amiibos.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you feel about, well, I've put Bally Ballerson, but any club that has something weird in it, like a ball pit or a slide?
Positive. Yeah, let people live their lives.
Love that. Okay,
Bit of
do you not
fun.
worry what's in the ball pit, though?
No, you can't live your life worrying about what's in the ball pit.
Fascinating.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get in the ocean and I know what's in there.
All kinds of stuff.
Holy crap.
Oil
Eels.
pipelines.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Eels.
Eels as well.
Eel and all the other
I feel
stuff.
like eels would be native to rivers.
Eel. You've got no...
No?
Eels, no one knows how they breed. In the whole world. Thank you, Claire. There we go.
We've never seen them.
Fuck.
No one's ever seen an eel fuck. Ever. Ever. Not even the ones in
Even if you
captivity.
get a bunch
They don't
of
do
eels
it. They
and
don't
observe
do it.
them in a tank.
They don't do it. They all follow the rivers away to this one trench in the ocean. One trench, all the eels in the world, and they come out with more. But no one knows anything.
So they
My
can
friend
only
Gwyneth lost about a year to eel talk.
There's a side of TikTok that's just about
talk,
eels.
About all these people trying to figure out what's happening with the eels.
Why is my TikTok just always showing me videos of paedophile hunters?
You're missing out. You are missing
No,
out.
I like the videos. They're always a bit of a
Okay.
laugh. They are.
God.
One last thing.
Okay.
And this is going to be interesting. How do you feel about the movie Madagascar?
Oh my God, I love it. I watched that so many times.
Okay, so you're not like it's Disney or nothing. You're into
DreamWorks is fine.
DreamWorks.
Yeah.
You get the other studios
I
as
like
well.
to move it. I like to move it.
Original
I
King
like
Julian.
to move it. And the little lemur, so fucking cute. And is it Herman? What's his name? The giraffe, David Schwimmer, who's hypochondriac giraffe.
Yeah.
And Gloria, the hippo.
Yeah.
Oh. Alex the lion, Marty the zebra. It's all coming. Oh my God, I'm going to watch it tonight.
I love that
Have
I
you
reminded
seen,
you of this.
Even better, Penguins of Madagascar. Possibly the best comedy script of all time.
Really?
It's so good. You will laugh your nut off.
You keep putting your hand above me.
I know, I'm sorry. You're going to laugh
Is it
your bloody nut
because I
off.
touched your tit at the beginning of the episode?
I think tit for ball. No?
Fair.
Fair.
Literally,
Let me-
literally tit for tat. Helen, it's been a joy and a pleasure.
It's been the best afternoon of my life.
That's a lot.
My life's been really empty until now.
I don't want the best moment of your life to have been on a podcast.
It is, though.
All right. I'm glad to have been a part of it.
Thank you for being the whole part of it.
I love being the whole. Do you want to plug anything that you have coming up to our listeners?
I have nothing coming up.
Would you
But
like
I have
them-
Instagram.
There you go.
There we go. And
There you
when I
go.
have things coming up,
You could just get them on there.
I'll put it on there. I'll
She'll put it
tour
on there.
again. I'll tour again.
Oh, she'll tour
I'll
again.
work. I'll get stuff in the diary. You know?
Yeah.
I'm filming. I'm busy. I'm booked and blessed. And we forget to say that all the time.
Yeah.
At Helen Bauer. Bauer. Helen, the traditional spelling. Helen. Please give me a follow.
Great.
And then follow Sam.
We will link all of this in the show notes. So
That makes it easier.
they're on their phone, they can just do a little tap.
Just do it now.
Just do it right now.
Do it now.
We're gonna record a little episode of After Hours. If you wanna see Helen on After Hours, you can sign up to Rosé Plus.
Is
The
that
link
when I
is
get
also in
to
the
take my
description.
vagina out?
You can if you want. We can't stop you.
No, Claire's
Claire's
shaking
saying no.
Just one lip.
Just a lip. It's a 2-lip maximum.
Just one lip.
Yeah.
The grey one. Thank you. Bye.